Hello and welcome back to Beauty Over 50. Again, I'm going with a more quiet, sort of calm experience talking about my makeup touch-up routine. I have makeup kind of scattered all around. I'll have some in the kitchen drawer, some in my bathroom drawer, I have some in my handbag, and I use all these different items for quick touch-ups when I'm ready to head out the door. But today what I thought I'd do is I went ahead and collected all of these items and I put them in a makeup bag so I could show you guys my makeup touch-up routine. So after a long day, if I'm going out for an errand or maybe out for dinner, I always want to do just a very quick touch-up throughout the day. My face gets greasy and my eyeshadow may be getting a little bit settled in the fine lines. So I do a very quick touch-up just to freshen things up. Let's start with the face. Is this bag cute? It's a Lancôme bag. It's new to me. Well, I've had it for a while, but I haven't actually used it. It's got the cutest tassel. Okay, let's start with the face. I never reapply any of my foundation. I never reapply my under eye concealer, but I do reapply my setting powders just to buff things out and absorb some of the grease, especially in my T-zone that has developed throughout the day. A brush that I would reach for to apply powder, setting powder on my face is usually a very large one. And this one is the size I like to use. This is brand new. I have one, but it needs to be washed. I wasn't planning on opening this one. This is just a backup that I found on sale. But I thought it would be fun to open it up and then you guys can take a look at a nice clean brush instead of my one that needs washing. This is an all-over powder brush, and when I open it up, you'll see it expands. It's quite a large brush. It's by It Cosmetics. Let's open it up. Love Beautifully. I'd read you the rest, but I'm going to need my glasses for that. It's just far too small. But I think it says very upbeat, positive notes to us. Let's take this off. Oops. Okay, it's got some plastic. I love opening a new makeup brush. Okay, let's see if this pops open. Maybe here. There's more plastic. There's another piece of plastic. This is really handy. I'm going to keep this, again, for travel or for storage, even if it weren't for this brush, if it were one that had a thick enough handle. This is really handy for storage, so this won't go to waste. This is the brush. It's a beautiful soft. It will collect the powder. I like a large brush so it can just dab my T-zone very quickly, and it also absorbs any grease. Now, the powder that I like to use is this one here. It's in Light Plus. It's matte Mineralize Skinfinish. It's a very sheer, lightweight formula. So I will just dip it in there, tap it off, and just work my T-zone with it. And then down my neck. That's about it. Very light hand, or else it's going to disturb, you know, all of the blush and contour that I probably applied in the morning. Now that's what I do for my face, but I know I used to do this differently when I was younger, so any younger person that's watching might find this useful. It doesn't work for me, but I used to do face touch-up by using one of these. And you can reuse them multiple times. You can even wash them and reuse them. But these face sponges, and I used to dip it in the MAC Studio Fix, which if you have minimal pores, that's a great idea for a real quick touch-up along your T-zone. For me, it just looks too cakey. It doesn't sit very well on my pores. It does. I will use Studio Fix powder in the morning if I'm maybe going to do one of these videos, because it does a very nice job. But as far as touching up, with my mature skin, I much prefer a lightweight brush like this one. But this might work for others, so this is something you might have in your touch-up bag. Next, with the face, let's talk about under eyes. Now, I don't reapply my under eye concealer. I don't find that it will lay nicely if I already have liquid concealer under my eyes, but I do dab some powder under there just to, again, just to freshen things up. So I carry a little bag similar to this one. It's small. It fits in my larger touch-up bag. And this is where I can keep my brushes. This is an old one from MAC. It's so handy. I love this bag. It opens up like that. And I can keep just a handful of eyeshadow brushes, a powder brush for my cheeks, for my blush, and an eyebrow brush. And that's it. I do have duplicates. You know, my favorite brushes, I do tend to have two of them. I have my train case, which I use to get ready in the morning, and that has all of my brushes in it. But favorite brushes that I do like to use for touch-ups, I have those scattered around the house, so I do have duplicates, and I find that really handy. So for the cheeks, I'm going to get my favorite cheek blush powder brush. And I, in the mornings, do apply contour here. You can see I have a previous video about how I contour and put blush on my cheeks. But just for a touch-up, I only go in quickly and just dab a little bit of blush to freshen things up. I will typically use, normally I would, if I will put my contour powder, my blush, which is usually matte, and then I apply a tiny bit of highlighter. But because I'm not using highlighter and contour for my touch-up, I might go with a blush with a very, very subtle shimmer. This is Ray Beam, and it's Mineralize blush from MAC. So I would just dip that in really gently and just go right over my existing makeup. Just to freshen things up. And that's it for the blush. Oh, that's right. I was going to talk to you about the concealer. I was sidetracked by blush. Sorry, I'm over 50. Okay, for my concealer touch-up, I like to get a brush, a small brush like this one. And I love this product to use as a setting powder for my under eye concealer. Now, this does come in a travel size, which is a great idea if you just want to have a very quick go-to touch-up bag. It's a loose powder. I don't use it all over my face. I just like to use some under my eyes. I often will just go with whatever, little amount is left in the lid. And then I just gently dab it like that. If I notice that this area of my nose is particularly greasy and I didn't get it with my larger face brush, I might just go in and just do a quick dab there. Okay. Next up, eyes. I don't usually redo my eye makeup, but I will use a blending brush. I will add a transition shade and just blend the eyeshadow once again because it does settle in fine lines and wrinkles throughout the day. One of my favorite eyeshadow palettes to keep for this purpose is this Natasha Denona. Well, it's not really upside down, but this is the Natasha Denona Mini Eye Sculpt palette. I did a full tutorial on this one, so if you're interested in a sort of a neutral daytime look for hooded eyes, you might want to take a look at that. So what I do with that is, I'll show you. This is all matte shades. So I'm going to take one of my favorite blending brushes from MAC, my 217, and I'll choose a color like this one, this lighter shade. It's a transition shade, and I will dip it in and basically go over my eyeshadow application with it. If you've watched my videos about eyeshadow application, I like to put shimmery eyeshadow in here. So I don't blend that because I don't want that to migrate over to the area where I only like to have matte eyeshadow. And for a touch-up, for me, it's enough just to blend in that transition shade. What else do I have in here? Okay, I have a mirror here, but I always carry a compact in a touch-up bag. And isn't this absolutely beautiful? This is a cute little compact that my sister gave me for my birthday. So pretty. So yeah, I always keep a compact so that I can, you know, apply my makeup in a pinch. This is so pretty. It has, you know, sparkles here. It's double-sided. Wonderful. Now, eye pencil. The only addition I do to my existing eye liner is I add just a tiny bit on the outsides of my eyes. Just like this. That's it. Now, there is the option. Some people may want to add mascara. I don't usually do that. I find that if I add mascara at the end of the day to existing mascara, it becomes very clumpy. I would rather just have a light mascara that might have even worn off a little bit during the day rather than applying it and really regretting it being too clumpy. But I guess that depends on your lashes and what kind of product you use. Let me know in the comments below if you guys do reapply your mascara. If I did, this is a good one here. And again, these travel sizes are absolutely perfect. So, you know, just for touch-ups. This one here is Lancôme Idole. And this would be a really good one. I usually use Big Mercier. But I think for a touch-up, something more subtle, like this one, would be a better idea. Okay. Oh, this is new, and it still has these silica gel packages in there. There's 2 of them. I don't throw these away. I put them in my shoe closet. When I store my handbags, I throw some of these in my handbags before I store them for, you know, the winter, if they're a color that I only use usually in the winter. So I add these. I never get rid of these. Plus these sound cool. Okay, I wanted to show you a few more touch-up items that aren't really makeup, but let me go ahead and grab them and I'll let you take a look. I'll be right back. Okay, I want to show you a few more items that I think are valuable to include in your touch-up bag. hair. Just a really small comb, you know, just to lightly take away some of the frizz that might have happened during the day. And I find just a comb like this is perfect for that. And then if I'm keeping my hair down, I might want to just give a quick spritz of hairspray. And again, travel size are perfect. I love this Tresemme brand. Just a really quick spray. If my hair, it depends where I'm going, and it depends, you know, how my hair is held up throughout the day, but I might just go ahead and keep one of these clips close at hand and just throw my hair up in a high messy bun. Quick, easy, simple. Oh my gosh, I forgot lips. I carry a lip pencil and a lip gloss that is very neutral. So I can just go ahead and mix it with whatever lipstick I've been wearing for most of the day, and it'll end up looking quite nice. This is MAC Whirl. And this is just, this is a lip glaze by Kylie Cosmetics. I just add a little bit of that to the center of my lips. Just like that, just a little dab. There was one other thing in here I wanted to show you. Oh yeah. You can pick your favorite, but I always keep a perfume touch-up on hand. This is Valentino, Born in Roma. I love this scent. I also love Olivier Bell. I have quite a few of these travel sizes, and they're perfect to carry in your purse or in a drawer or in a dedicated touch-up makeup bag. This one, so pretty. And just a very, two small spritz is enough for me. What a beautiful scent. Well, that's it. I can't think of anything else that I use for my quick touch-up. If I've forgotten something, there's a quick touch-up item that you have that, you know, gives your makeup a really good lift, freshens it up. Please share it in the comments below. Until next time, I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.